Hey, I am live. Hi, everybody. Mr. Basic here. And I want to start out by saying I am sorry. I will create. I just remembered I was supposed to let you know, notify you when I was going to live stream next. But this won't be a live stream where I'm just going to hang out forever and have people on and worry about that too much. I'm just going to say my piece and then be done with it because also going on in about 30 minutes is Matthew Hodson's live stream, and he's doing modular and taking us along with him in the process. Something I'd like to do on live streams too. Um, at some point. Hey, I got notified of my video is live right now. Great, I'll go there. No, I'm already here. Awesome. So yeah. So how about I'm just gonna start out by doing a little jam on the PO, arcade and robot, both I've got right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna list a few real essential. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I had decided I'm gonna go live stream right now, and then I'd get this notification Matthew's gonna be on in a half hour, so I'm just gonna keep it short because I really only have a few things to say in the first place, and that is a few essential channels that everybody should know about. And so this will just kind of become a good resource video by having all of these channels I'm going to mention in the description. Cool. It is so nice to see you, Inky Blue. Yeah, I missed you the first time, but I even mentioned you actually just briefly as one of the people who inspires me to do this sort of thing because I like the idea of everybody participating in YouTube a little bit more, and I like the whole live streaming thing that's going on, and I love being on live streams and talking to people like that. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. But anyway, we'll just go ahead and start with a jam. See if everything works all right. It should. This is the first time I think I've put pocket operators through this mixer system right here. Everybody hear that? All right. All right. Yeah. Now those are the only two pocket operators I have, but it's just something I love to do all the time, and I just love to mess with them. They're the first things that I started out with synth-wise. So as you can tell, I started not too long ago, just a couple of years ago, with those pocket operators, and that was it. And then I decided, oh yeah, I can actually not just be someone who can just try to save as much money as I can on the idea of making music and like actually build a real studio. And so, yeah. Hey, how's it going, Adamski? Yeah, you're one of my favorites as well, as far as jamming channels. I have to see. I've got my little black book here, and I just write down. People's channels. Who I'm subscribed to you as well, obviously, Adamski. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mention you at some point and maybe showcase your channel in the future or something like that. But for now, this time around, I'm just gonna like mention the very first essentials for anyone who doesn't know, like within the synth videos sort of community of people who are actually really cool, but some who have who have big channels and a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, cool. Send a video of you being interviewed. Awesome. That sounds great. That's a good way to do it. Cool. Yeah, you're in the black book. I'm so glad I found one of these things. They're so classic. I love classic things like that. And see, this is what I dust everything off with. Classic feather duster. Yeah, it works good. It doesn't leave feathers or anything either. Before we get into it, actually, I don't want to spend too much time. I want to get over to Matthew's stream pretty soon. But this is Platts. It's like the Mutable Instruments Platts, which is this new module that is kind of like different than Braids, maybe slimmed down a little bit. But it's a bunch of voices. It's 16 voices and these are actually kind of like all different synthesis types in the algorithms of how they make these voices, and each one of them will have your 4 control knobs to tweak them and to morph them in any way that you want, and even put CV on that, and also an FM here for them. But what's great about this one is that unlike the original, it shows what each of these are. It tells you with words, so that you're not just guessing with these like really tiny symbols that you have to pretty much know what they are to know what they are, or listen to them and go like, oh, that sounds like and then come up with your own. But here it says it's the classic ones, and then whisper, FM, formant, which is the vowel and speaking. And it's actually DSP samples of people saying things in some of the modes, and it is you can play it back in various ways, so it's kind of like granular. And then it even has snare and hi-hat, so this can be my hi-hat to go along with the DFAM. That's great that way. But when I'm using this in VCV, and I'll post a video soon of just a fun little short video of me messing around in VCV with the Platts from there. Even when I'm using that, I have this out and I'm looking at this, even though I can't use it yet, just to see what the modes are. So yeah. But anyway, so to go through my list. I want to just go through it quick, because how you'll get to them is later when I list them in the description, and I haven't done that yet until a couple hours after this has gone through, and then everyone will be able to just refer to this video. So on the tutorial side of channels that you have to know about, or that you should know about if you're starting to get into synthesizers or want to get into anything related to all of this, is that you want to check. He hasn't done tutorials for everything, obviously, but if you're wondering how to do something, or how a type of synthesis works, or something like that, Loopop is someone who is better than anyone else right now at the whole idea of doing a synth tutorial. He ups the game several levels from what we think of as great. even from product specialists from companies. It's oftentimes, anywhere from totally lame to hey, yeah, that was awesome, but nobody does it like Lupop. So he would be the number one on the tutorial side of things. Also, Marcus Fuller is a unique entity in this world of synthesizers on YouTube, in that he uh, shows very well and is very good at doing it, showing teardowns of the insides of all the synthesizers and even how to repair them, how he cleans them and things like that. And he even tells you about the chips and what chips are in there and what other things those chips are in. So you get this whole kind of web of history about things, and that's always good. So yeah, Marcus Fuller, and I'll link that in the description too, as well as all these other ones. The third on my list of like absolutely have to know is Div Kid Ben. Um, Div Kid, I think is the channel's name, but he has a lot of modules, and it's basically on the modular side mostly. He Whenever modules come out, he is likely to have done a tutorial on them, and he is absolutely amazing. He goes way in depth, and as nerdy as you want to go into a module, he has explained it all in longer videos as well. And that's what I like about that. And I guess somebody, just to sort of bridge the gap between tutorials and the next one I'm going to talk about, which is music, is Once Upon a Synth. And I'll talk about a lot more people as we go, but this is just what we're starting out with. But Once Upon a Synth is the name of the channel, and he's done a lot of tutorials that I've really especially appreciated. But also he's always doing a lot of good music, like even classical stuff on vintage synthesizers, even just recently in the last few weeks. And Yeah, highly recommended. So over to music side, my favorite of all, I think at this point, happens to be, I did mention Div Kid, yes. And I'll put him in the description too, so people can get to him easier just later on. So yeah, and then so basically on the music side, Ehsan Gelsi, I think is how you'd say it, Ehsan Gelsi. He has a lot of synthesizers and good ones, and he has good taste, I think, but also he knows what he's doing music wise and organizes things well as far as trying to get hardware synths to talk to each other and make a song and make a show out of playing hardware right then and there and doing it even on camera. And then he has sometimes done good explanations on how he did it as well. And so he's just my favorite, amazing dude. And I'm really getting into modular, so I'm going to mention a few modular people that way. Light Bath was the first that I really fell in love with in terms of someone who just plays modular. Beautiful videos, and just really beautiful music, mostly chill stuff. On that note, Annie is another good one. Annie, Emily Sprague. And also one of my very, very, very favorites is R. Benny. And everyone also everybody knows about R. Benny too. And if you don't, you need to know about R. Benny. It's just R. Benny, Beny. He'll be in the description too, obviously. But yeah. Really good ambient stuff. He doesn't just do modular, but he's gotten into modular too. But he's got a peak, and that's when I started watching him, is because he has this peak, because he got a peak, and it's amazing. And I love the peak too. And last but not least, if anybody doesn't know about Sonic State, you need to know about Sonic State. And Sonic Talk happens every Wednesdays, and it's a good live stream. And yeah, I'll talk about a lot more people too. So basically, I want to open this up to not just here in the chat, but anyone in the comments who watches this video afterwards. Please write down anything that you think is also essential that we all in the synth community should know about. Not just people who we think music is okay or is good most of the time or something like that, but somebody who is just like, whoa, out of this world, or is really helpful, or has a great live stream or podcast that is that's fun or nice. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice to have both of you guys on here today. I wasn't expecting to accumulate anyone or who would come, since that's going to be a short live stream. And once again, sorry to I will create when I do a more of a hangout, longer live stream. I will notify you for sure. But actually, what I'm going to spend time doing this week is making samples for I Will Create. I'll link him in the description too. It's 2 words, EYEWILL, and second word, create. And so, and he's going to Cambodia and Thailand soon, very soon, I think. So we got to get sounds and samples and things to him for him to put in his deluge to take on his trip to play there, along with whatever else he's got, and make it a cool collab. And I'm all into that, and you guys should be too, and check out his channel. Yeah, Sonic State is the one that has brought a lot of us together, and will still bring us together. And I appreciate you guys at Emsky A and Inky Blue at Damn Cat Studios. Do you keep changing your name? I thought it was Mad Cat Studios. I guess I was wrong. But that's cool. You guys have been active on Sonic State as well, and I always try to catch it when I can, and I'm always mad when my notifications don't work on everybody's thing. So yeah, YouTube, get your notifications. That's why you're doing the we're doing the premiere thing. I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe I'll do a premiere next time to get more people in here if I do a hangout. So, but for now, I think we'll take it easy on things. I had this set up so I could play the DFAM with my pocket operators. It's not yet. See, just from me playing this before, the pocket operator drifted so much that this isn't synced up anymore, even though I synced them up. But this is Tribal Drums. It's one of the overlays. Let's see if you can. Cool, yeah, cool, Inky Blue. That's awesome. Mad Cat is better name. Yeah, I love cats, and mine ran off. I don't know what he did or what got him, if something got him, but I'm glad I don't know. And I'll have another synth kitty at some point in time soon, but too late. All right, I think we'll be good on that one. I'll make a few videos and make a DFAM video of some sort, and also of what I've been doing with the Plats. And I really think, see, this is great because I could talk about this a lot because it's got so much going on for it. It's got a VCA in it because basically it could be a whole synth voice because you got the level control here, so you could turn the level up and down by CV, so that makes it a VCA as well. And and the thing is, I've always loved rings and worked with rings, right? Well, this has a rings in it. It has modal and strings and all that, and you have 4 or 5 knob controls with it, and so it's like slimmed down rings within this. Like, you could really fill up your rack with something cool just using these. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming, the two of you. And I hope to see you all. I'll see you all next Tuesday. I think Tuesday's a good day. and I'll have more time between now and then to come up with more cool stuff. Yeah, and I hope you do too. Keep creating and keep being cool, no matter what. All right. Keep being cool by just streaming and making videos, no matter what they are, and that makes you cool. All right. Yeah, you too. Take it easy.